Inkproducts.com has now released its newest refill kit for the Canon Maxify printers that use the number 1200 cartridge, which are the smaller cartridges, and they use the 2200, which are the larger cartridges. They're both going to fill exactly the same way. Now we'll start filling the larger cartridge, which is the 2200. Okay, now before we get started, we got to remove these yellow pull tabs. So I'm going to pull it right off. Okay, they're not required, you don't need them anymore. Now you'll pull out that fill plug. If you notice, a lot of these videos, I always make up a little box to hold the cartridges. Makes it a lot easier. You don't have to fumble around and knock the cartridge over when you're filling it. Now the larger cartridges, the 2200 series, they hold a lot of ink. They hold about 60 milliliters for the color and about 120 milliliters for the black. Now on the other cartridges, the 1200, they hold about 30 milliliters per color, and they also, the black will hold 60 milliliters. The only difference is they're just a little smaller cartridge for that particular models. So now we're going to go in and start to fill up the large cartridge. Now Canon uses a pigmented ink. Now our new Ultra Pro pigmented ink for Canon is just awesome. Pull up a full syringe and you're going to start to fill it up right through the fill hole. Now our cartridges, not like the Canons, we have a poppet valve, so after we fill it, ink's not going to leak out the bottom. Take your time filling it, go real slow. Stop when it gets to about, maybe a quarter inch from the top. Like I said, about that's enough right there. You can put a little bit more, but that's enough. You don't have to. We're all set. There's also a poppet valve, so when you take it out of the printer, it doesn't leak all over like the Canon cartridges. Okay, I'll show you where that is. Up front, there's a little, when you first get it, it's got a little piece of plastic covering it. I'll get close here. Don't take that plastic off. The printer will pierce it, and that's it. But that's how simple it is to fill these cartridges. And the chips reset by themselves, no chip resetters required. The smart chips that we're using just work awesome. You can, we like you to use them all as a complete set in the printer and save the Canons for testing should you have a problem with the printer or you need to send it back. Now we'll show you how to take out the Canon cartridges even though they're not empty. Now I've got to show you, I've already taken out the Canon cartridges, but I'm going to show you how to take them out before they go empty and put the refillables back in. What I'm going to do is I go up here and I'm going to go to maintenance. I'm going to start to print a nozzle and then I'm going to shut the power off. So once the cartridges come over, then I'll be able to shut the power off and remove them. So let's go over here. Okay, I gotta go to setup, maintenance. There you go. I went to maintenance, print nozzle pattern. That's gonna start it to print, and then I'm gonna either unplug it, or if you have it on the power strip, just shut it off. You want to make sure it's coming over when you do this. I'm gonna say yes. I'm going to wait. Okay, now there was the nozzle check. I wasn't fast enough. So I'm going to return. And I'm going to say yes one more time. Because you want to shut it down before it comes out. There. Shut it down. The cartridges are over there. Now these are the refillables, but to take out the Canon, if they were Canon cartridges, this is very important. There's a big white gear right there. And what you're going to do, you're going to reach in with your hand and turn it to the right, clockwise. So you hear a click. When you hear a click, then you can move over and take the cartridges out. But you got to wait for that click. And it's going to be that gear right there. Like I said, I move in with my hand and I'll start to turn it till I hear a click. I have the refillables in, but I want to take it out. If they were Canons, I want to remove them. Then what you want to do is line it up here, just like you were putting a Canon cartridge in and out. Get it lined up. Once you line it up, then you'll be able to press this release here and the cartridge will come out. See? That's what you got to do. One at a time, take it out, turn the gear, take the next one, the next one, and the next one. And then eventually you'll be able to put the refillables in. And then you do exactly the same thing. Okay, now we have those refillable cartridges in. So far we've got a question mark on the yellow and the magenta. We're running solid magenta or solid red because I want it to code out. When you get the red X, then it'll allow you to take the cartridge out. But you cannot take them out when you see the question mark. So as I'm running this along for the video, so I can show you what it looks like when we take them out. Okay, now the red X just came up. Code came up. It says the ink cartridge has run out. It's magenta, it's showing it. You're going to see that come up. Now I'll open up the front door here, and then it's going to allow the cartridge to come over so I can take it out. So just remember the support code is 1688. So let me open it up and see what happens. It's coming over. Now on this particular model we also had one of our auto refill systems, but I put the refillables in just for the video. If you had one of our auto refill ink systems, they're just awesome. You don't even have to do this, you just gotta wait. Now it's gonna make that little noise. Now you see what it says here? Do not remove the, well, we already know that. So now, this is the only time you can do it. There's a little blue release here. The cartridge is right there. I'm gonna press it, it's gonna pop out. Now let me take it out. Now, it's time to fill the cartridge back up again and put it back in. That's how awesome it is. Our workbench, and I filled it back up. Now I'm going to put it back in. So there again, I left it right where it was so I could slide it right up there and put it in. I heard that click. Sounded good. Close it up. Let's go through its processing now. Now that particular one, the ink level is going to be reset back up again. And because you use a lot of yellow when you're doing a red or a magenta, the yellow should be the next one. But you can't take it out till you get the X. I'll touch it. And there it is. The magenta's filled. Right back up again. That's how simple it was.